Good day, my people. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It depends where you are watching from or where you are listening from. This is Miro African Television. Welcome to our show. It has been long. I have not been making videos nor discussing things, issues pertaining the affairs of Nigeria. Due to one thing or the other, made me not to keep on making videos as I normally do before. But nevertheless, there is no cause for alarm. I have been receiving calls, a lot of friends asking me why are you no longer coming online to discuss or to enlighten our people on some issues. And I made them to understand that I will only come when need be, not just to pop online to start talking. So, well, for me not to waste much of your time, today's program got to be on the affairs of Nigeria. I will touch election. I will touch the condition of things in Nigeria. I will touch on the issues going on in Lagos State. And I will also touch in many things that are moving around in that concussion. Because I do call that country concussion, because Nigeria is 1 week, one trouble. Well, first of all, the topic of today is that Nigerians shouldn't be crying. This today, that is 2019. Our forefathers that help and fight for the independence of Nigeria, they have dreams, they saw things, they believe that today their great-grandchildren will be living with golden spoons. If at all that the great-grandfathers understand that today Nigeria will be falling backwards, I don't think that Awolowo, Zik, and others will invest all this time they invested in making sure that we gain safe rule in that part of African continent. Take a look at Nigeria, from north to south, from south to west. Look round Nigeria. Are you proud of anything? Is there anything that you can look at in Nigeria and said, wow, because of this thing, I'm proud to be a Nigerian? Throw away tribalism. Throw away hatred. Throw away political party. Throw away all those things. Just see yourself as a common Nigerian, as ordinary man on the street, a buoyant, capable citizen of that nation. Nothing. There is nothing that will push a well-learned, somebody with common sense thinking faculty that you will be able to use to identify yourself as a Nigerian. The Easterners are crying. and the other tribe are laughing. The northerners are dying because of Boko Haram, and other part of the nation are laughing. Even though the West are also suffering, we only grab joy when one part of the nation is facing one torment or the other. God bless Nigeria with everything on planet. Nigeria has everything to make their people happy, to make every citizen of that nation to live like king, like Saudi Arabia, like Qatar, Oman. But men looking at Nigeria, the Western world are telling Nigerians, the more door you open for us to build military base, is the easiest way, or the easier it will become for things to start moving. No. Oil companies are siphoning, owing Nigeria over $5 billion. Nobody cares to query them, not to ask for those money. Citizens are dying. Election comes in. Election was cancelled. After cancellation, result to start emerging to tell you it doesn't worth it to participate, to play politics with these people. But the people are no longer playing politics with our people. Rather, they are now using our people against our people. In a normal situation, the entire citizens should be uniting themselves to cure themselves from this bacteria, this disease, this virus that is consuming the entire nation, entire Nigeria. I don't think in the next 15 years, I don't know in which position the youth will be living today. The country is falling apart. Citizens are eating each other. Things are just, I don't know how I can be able to explain it. The herdsmen are slaughtering the citizens of the nation from one part of the nation. The policemen are seizing the little knife that people should use to defend themselves. They will take it away from them. Order from above. In the eastern part of the nation, there is no work, no food, nothing. In the north, the whole citizens are on the street begging for money. Even though if you come to the west, up to Lagos State, you will see that beggars are now overtaking the normal people living there. Because I will count eyebrow put on beggars, because they are living on handout, stealing and banditry. Nothing is functioning. People will ship in their product from overseas. Custom officers that are no longer receiving salary from federal government would give you, they will just look at your product and they will give you bill that will make you to forget those things in those wharf. They will call it abandoned something, or they will seize it. They will move vehicles into their own family compound and start looking for people who will come and buy those vehicles from them, making money from the ordinary people that the government doesn't even care of. Nigerians are dying in Mediterranean seas. Nigerians are slaves in Libya. Those things that we read before in terms of history of slavery is existing today in Libya. 75% of the people that they are holding captive, they are slaves, are Nigerians. Or should I call in Europe? If you come to Europe now, all the whole blacks running away from Italy to other parts of Europe, especially German, are Italians. Nigerians living in Italy. They are pouring in like no man's business. No job, nothing. No handwork, nothing. Just keep on rolling. Their women, Nigerian women, are the highest harlot. Okay, thank God today that the emirs of the Benin side have passed their local judicial law that bound this indirect slavery of enslavement of 17, 16 years of 16 years old children. I have seen some of them that are free today. Most of them are 17 years old, 18. Their mother just gave them away, and these girls used their private pass to cross all the whole borders of Africa till Europe. At the age of 18, 19, they know nothing. They didn't even finish primary school. Nigeria is just falling apart. Those in power don't want to change anything. Nigeria is rich. After Congo, you count on Nigeria in terms of mineral resources. Nigeria has gold. Nigeria has diamond. Nigeria has gas. Nigeria is burning out their gas. The gas that Russians and Qatar are laying pipes and buying ships, shipping it to all over the world. Nigeria that everybody knows, they are burning their own gas on air. Only focusing on that already made oil. Nigeria has excess gas. They don't care. You will see a politician, he will pack. These guys are no longer eating naira. Naira is now the property or the money of the masses, while the elites are now living on dollars, pounds, and euro. And the masses are still happy, rallying around them and praising them, worshiping them like God. The people that are supposed to be hiding, that are supposed to be running away from you, you are now protecting them to steal your future, destroy you as a human being. Your brain won't be working until your leg touches. I do see Nigerians, most of them that don't normally call me here. If they entered through one wall or the other to Europe, after 6 months, their brain will start working. They will now start seeing what I'm trying to tell them through this platform. Their brain will start waking up. But I'd normally tell them, I am sorry, you are in the wrong part of the world. Because our people back home, no internet, no way to listen to this message you are trying to give out today. The only thing you will do, I said, if you can be able to convince your junior brother, then you will know that you have played a very powerful impact. Now, how many years will it take you to convince your own brother that he's following the wrong side? Instead of the citizens should be coming together, uniting themselves, working as one to cure their simple common disease. The same problem our forefathers were facing in the hands of their colonial masters is what me and you are facing in the hands of our own people that you claim that you voted into power. They are now gods, no longer mini god. They are now giant gods, detecting when you will breathe and when you should not. One person. Imagine during election, Tunumbu activating hooligans that don't even have money to feed themselves, that doesn't even have money to buy gari to drink. Looking at that man that rendered them useless, listening to the person that steal away their future, and they will run after their own fellow citizen who have been working day and night without sleep to earn a living, make a small savings and buy a land and build a house, start something, sell their landed property back home and invested into Lagos, they will now went and rampant and destroy, so that there will be more touts, more criminals, and more hooligans on the street. The same people, when the elites are no longer available for them, is those business people that they will still run to. Either you will carry their load or you will beg them, they will still give you money to see that you survive. But somebody who normally remember you every 4 years, just whistle, all of you stand up and start killing your fellow citizen, only because his own language is different from your own. How can we do for our people to see the common truth? For our people to come together, to form an alliance. Election comes, you will see this group will go and form youth group. Call them whatever, call whatever they call themselves. These ones will go and they will never come together, unite themselves. Hausa, Igbo, Yoruba, Ibibio, Ishekiri. Let us come together. Oh boy, we don't suffer tire. There are lots of Nigerians in that country, engineers, graduates. When government give them loan, they will start big company. Maybe they will open a mining company that will mine those resources that federal government doesn't care about. At least they will be able to create thousands of jobs. There is no electricity. Nigeria is now generator republic. We have rivers, we have dams, everything, everywhere. They doesn't care to maintain already built. They keep on building new ones. What of the old ones? Why can't you maintain it? You will see them, they will stockpile euro, dollar, and pounds in their room. You will ask what is happening. Maybe we shouldn't blame them. Maybe their own brain is no longer functioning. Even though when they try to invite expertise like Nigerians living in abroad to come and help for the development of Nigeria, you will see that Nigerians themselves, I have seen one or two, will still poison those ones that came from abroad that want to help the government to see their light. They will poison them in the name of they just came to collect their position. They came to take our position. You have been living in gutter, in dustbin for decades. Look at Okonjo Iweala. Okonjo Iweala is our sister. As Jonathan invited her to come and help support your government to grow, Nigerian economy moved from 150 to world number 25. That shows you we can do it. Only that those people back home, they don't know how to manage things. They only know how to collect. Even I fall into, or somebody gave me some information last time, telling me that all the whole oil companies in Nigeria are not working with Nigeria in terms of percentage. We do hear percentage. We do hear that, yeah, they work and Nigeria collect their percent. You think that the percentage is maybe if they bring 1 barrel of oil, Nigeria will say our percent from this oil is 70%. You take that. No. England will suck the whole oil, take it to their country, refine it, do every necessary thing, and tell Nigeria, after expenses, the thing that remain after expenses is 100 naira. And Nigeria will now demand their percent from what England tendered to them. That is the system they are using to run the Nigerian resources. To tell you, for them is, oh boy, what do I have to lose? 70%, 30%. What do I have to lose? forgetting that they have over 200 million people that need food. I heard that Nigeria have overtaken Egypt as the largest rice producer. Largest rice producer in Africa. While your people are still eating 80% of imported rice. Which place they produce that one where they give people? Or where they show the world, say, you are now the largest producer in Africa? There are many ways to do things, my people. Religion is dividing our people. You are not our church member. We are Holy Ghost fire. Wanna be redeem fire. This one concussion fire. This one achikode low fire. This one orio kwe fire. This one orio bruku fire. And so church, the remaining small mind the way Nigerians get, church context is us, divide them completely. And nobody have sat down one day, just think, since how many years have I been visiting these churches? How many years today? You have been giving the churches the little money you will use to feed your family. All these guys are 419ers. From CPM, Zoe Ministry. All of them, I know them. This thing happened 1995. I keep on telling my people, during the time of the government of Abacha uprooted all the whole telephone network in Nigeria. If you need telephone network, either you provide a landed property or you provide something, house or whatever, that is tangible. If you fuck up, government will seize it. These 419ers rented store, start clamping hand, converted their local 419 into signs and wonders. You haven't visited any church where pastor will tell their congregation, sit down, today is Bible study, from Old Testament to New Testament. No, they keep on focusing on New Testament. Keep on giving you the sugar and butter and chocolate. But Christ made us to understand that the life is not chocolate and butter. You shouldn't be folding your hands, waiting the day God will show you that it is on the 28th of December that your progress will start. Making you more lazy, killing your spirit of challenge so that you don't challenge the political elites. You keep on waiting the day that kingdom should come. The day God will write it, it will be no day. As far as God have planted you inside your mother's womb, on that day, he said, let there be light in your life. That's why you are alive. Because the thing keeping you alive today is light. It's light. He has already planted the light of life inside your mother's womb. If your mother's womb is cold, she will never ever get pregnant. Because it's warm. To keep on baking. It's like baking. Baking that spiritual thing to become a being. He gave you brain to think for yourself. He gave you knowledge to know 1 + 1 is 2. To know that people, when somebody tries to manipulate you, you know that it's manipulation. You should resist. Why should he give you brain? Give you energy, give you everything you need and make you healthy, and you will still go and sit down, fold your arm, waiting for him to leave what he's doing to come and assist you and rescue you from your bondage? Are you not stupid? You are the most foolish person on planet. Waiting for God to come, like pastor telling you that you should calm down, your day have not come. Tell him his own day is in darkness. No man of God of you will rescue you. They are there for their wallet, their family, no plus, no minus. I have been seeing most of our people going to church. They will pour powder on pastor's head. He will use Coca-Cola. People will go, he will wash. Why are you now turning your pastor to be your living Jesus Christ? Have you sat down and asked yourself, who is Jesus Christ? How come about God? How come about religion? How come about this colonialism that is going on? Turning you, making you ononalahuebe. In our language, we call it ononalahuebe. Ononkiti enwegefe. That is Nigerians today. Nigerians has no job, but they are too busy. They has nothing to do, they don't have time. But they keep on waiting for thy kingdom come, the special day. Nigeria rise. My people, rise on your feet. Throw away tribalism. Your great-grandfathers and your fathers have been living on tribalism. Look at Nigeria. Only 5 people are ruling the entire 200 million. And all of you remain useless. All of you are cowards. Keep on running away from your problems. Keep on fighting your fellow brothers and sisters. Keep on tackling and antagonizing yourself. Because that person you are seeing on the street is more brother to you than the criminal sitting on top, eating away the entire... Look, do you have light? As far as Nigeria, Nigeria should be... In short, Nigeria should be selling electricity to all part of African nation. In short, Nigeria has the power to recolonize the entire Africa if they need be. Who is going to do those things? Buhari? Or Atiku? Or Showore? Or who? All these guys have tested. They have been sucking, eating from the same people. The ones that will rescue that nation is the one who has never ever come across. Let me tell you people, you know, at times, if I keep on telling my people the truth, some people say, you are an uneducated man, you don't know how to speak English. The most successful president on planet, go and Google it. It's not an educated man. The best successful president on planet didn't go to school. Only those that goes to school, that knows how to use pen and paper to steal and manipulate you, are the one ruling. Look at them. Look at the entire world. America will sit down in New York and dictate who will rule Venezuela. Yes, that is the type of world we are living in. Europe will be living in Africa, living in Europe, but they will be telling Africa how to run their affairs, how to manage their resources. France will be in France, telling all their former colonial countries the type of money they should be using. They don't dare create their own central bank. Their central bank will remain in Paris. And they should be operating with CFA. They are living in their own country, handling their own affairs. Somebody carrying shit in his eye, but he's looking at your small pimple with your face. But they carry shit for face. You don't see that shit, but they see pimple with your face. You don't dare turn your head and tell him, before you see my pimple, first of all, look at your mirror, clean your motherfucking shit before you talk to me. That makes you a man. Somebody in Saudi Arabia will sit in Saudi Arabia, use remote control, the remote the entire northern part of Nigeria, even part of Yorubas, and in terms of religion. Have you asked yourself, have you ever, as a Muslim, made a decision that will take effect in Saudi Arabia? Do they care about you? Can you enter that place without visa? Upon that your religion, they will deal with you. They will deal with you to tell you you are mumu, you are son of a slave. You are one of their objects. If you are not their object, they will not be sitting in that their land, remoting Nigeria, and things shall be, whatever they decide in that their secret palace will start manifesting in northern part of Nigeria. Or should I call our people that call themselves Christians? Look at Pope. The entire Reverend Fathers are pedophilians, sex offense, homosexualism, destroying the entire lives of children they have come across to. But the Pope will still make decision. Even I remember when Pope was dictating to one Reverend Father in Anambra State or Imo State, he must plead for forgiveness. And I made a video that said, if you dare try it, God will punish you 500 times. Vatican City will be dictating. Any decision they make will have effect in my own people. I do go to Africa. In my village, the day they buried my mom, the next day they said we must go to church. I don't go to church. Why should I go there? I went to that church. Somebody who lost the mother, that the mother was buried yesterday. We went to church today. Do you know that the Reverend Father didn't even open a verse that says something about death or life after death or whatever? He started showing us marbles, showing us things we should develop and build for the church. He heard that we are living outside the country. And I requested for microphone. My senior brother says no. Do you know why I requested for microphone? If at all I received that microphone that day, I will ask him one question. Please turn around and tell your congregation the meaning of ninth of Roman Catholic and what did they do the ninth of Roman Catholic, that you are giving these people titles. I dare to challenge them. Have you dared to challenge your own imam and these religious leaders in your own territory? You don't dare challenge them because you are afraid. You are a coward. Until you build your own mind, disconnect yourself from this manipulation, that even though the same manipulation is being used in terms of politics against our people. Everything in Nigeria has been manipulation, manipulating my people. Why should we be an object of manipulation? Why can't you try to resist? Why can't you build your own mind? Why can't you question Bible? Why can't you question Quran? Why can't you question the gods of the land? You have the right. That's why God gave you. Do you know, today, the European countries, Western world, America is fighting China because of 5G, because of AI. Do you know what they call AI? It's computer that thinks on its own. Computer that can build strategy. Computer that can decide on its own tomorrow. If programs that we are writing, A plus Q minus Y plus G, Q minus whatever, the plus and equals to percent and whatever, can be able to think on its own to resist me if I want to manipulate him. Why can't you do that? Why can't you be the human that God created? He said, I made you in my own image. Let me use your word to challenge you, my people. He said, I made you in my own image. If God says he made you in his own image, did you hear that word? I made you in my, not in animal's image, not in useless image. He said, you were made in his own image. It means you are God on your own. That's why he said, you should be careful the way you utter words, because the word that you utters are very powerful. It's spiritual. That's why it takes human being long to be able to speak after birth, so that you should know the gravity of what you want to utter. When you know the value, then you shall know that you will not fold your arms and allow a low mentality human being to sit on your brain and manipulate you, that through me, God will touch you. Tell him, I rebuke you in Jesus' name. If you are a believer. I have not read Quran before. I could have taken quotation from Quran and talk to you people also. But the little one I know, if a program that will write, they call it AI, will think on its own to resist whatever that comes across that he doesn't like. How about you? If human being can create his own human beings are trying to create their own human. Why should you fold your arms and be waiting the day God will come and give you liberation, Nigerians? Why should you be running to church using the money you should use to feed your family and pay for their school fees and cater for your daily bread? You will go and give it to the useless man that your children can't even visit his schools. If you're hungry, you don't even dare to press the bell. Press the bell of a pastor that are using soldiers and military to guide their house. How dare the church members or the poor ones come and pray? Look, the same Bible that they are using to fool you tells you, thou shalt pay your tithe in the church. Do you know why you pay that tithe? He said, so that there will be enough food for my people in the house of God. How many of you are feeding from that tithe that those rich people are paying? He said, so that there shall be enough food. He didn't say that there shall be private jet or plane or helicopter. He said, there shall be enough food, because he knows empty belly doesn't take any word that pass around. Until that belly full, then you can be able to relax and use your brain. That's why they say that the richer ones that has the money should pay tax, so that there will be enough food in my house. Because as far as you are going to that church, you are working there, serving there, because you are spending in a day more than 8 hours in those congregations. Your food should supposed to come out from that place. Rather, you are investing without earning anything. So you owe that church nothing. And let me tell you another thing. No human being has the right to open a church. They don't have the right. You can be an evangelist, carrying Bible, telling people the truth, sending the message, telling the people what they should hear, but not you taking a house, because immediately you build a congregation, there is something Jesus says, look at that money. Why didn't you want to pay tax? He said, because I don't belong to this society. And Jesus says, look at that money you are holding. Whose head is on it? You are telling people about God, but you build a house to generate the property of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. My people, they are all in one pot, both the pastor and Buhari. All the people in government and the Nigerian churches, they are working in one pot, and all of them, the agenda is what? To press you down and control you. Take it or you leave it. Take it or you do what? You forget it. That is why they can be able to manipulate you against your fellow brother. Because if we on the street are divided and fighting each other, we cannot be able to calm down, come together and look into the system if it's working or that the system is corrupt. Because if we are fighting, they are enjoying and siphoning and destroying the system. While when we come down, sit together, reject their orders, they will now catch fever. Either they do what we want or we kick their ass out there. It takes nothing, Nigerians. It takes only courage. Courage under one umbrella. Hausa, Igbo, Yoruba, Ibibio, Ejo, we come together and block Asorok. Not block, we burn down Asorok. We burn down the entire government house, entirely, completely out. Let that military come on the street and shoot us, let's see. Let's kick out the entire Senate and House of Rep. They are not there for us. And they can never, ever be. This former Senate president that lost election, Saraki, I watched a video where Saraki was sharing 5 kilos of rice. Yes, in his room. Do you know what is happening? His people will come and kiss his foot where he's lying on the couch. They will come kiss his foot and he will just wave hand like gra, gra, gra. On their way out, one gate man will give them 5 kilos of rice. Yeah, people, the mandate, the power, the government we are talking of is the people. I can remember when I was still small, police never arrest students because we are the government. Whatever we destroyed is gone forever. But today, can you dare that? You have sold and handed over too much power, authority to the federal because what? We don't want to die. Now, let me talk about death. Our people are afraid to die. And that is what is giving these people, both the pastors and the political elites, the power to keep on manipulating. Because even though you find out tomorrow, they don't want to die. If 2 police shoot 2 people now, they will run away. Do you know that you die every day? Every human being dies 8, 9 hours or 7 hours per day. Every day you die. You will ask me, how do you mean by dying? You are afraid to die. Why are you afraid to die? Because of the programmed your parents started programming into your brain right from childhood. If you see any child that didn't receive any program, he may see fire and he will put hand inside that fire until he registers that, oh, it burns and it pains me. Then they will remove the finger. While already programmed child won't even come nearer, talk less of putting hand inside fire. Our parents have programmed us, making us to know that the worst thing that can happen to you is to die, for you to die. But people are dying every day. Every human being on planet do die 5, 6, 7 hours every day. Most of you doesn't know. Let me tell you. Why do you have bed? What is bed? You will go to bed, your body will get weak. Every day you will play ball, or you will carry weight, or you will do this, or you will run on skater. A time will come, your body will run. It's like the battery will run low. And you will lie down and will forget everything happening on this planet. But did you die? Were you somewhere? Yes, you were somewhere. Where did you went? You went somewhere and activities keeps on going. Either you were with people, the little one you can recall. There were many. Those 8 hours, you were completely active in another spiritual realm. Operating like as if we operate here today with your normal body. You will leave that body and your soul will just move in peace without fear, nothing. You will stroll, you will do everything in that. You call it dream. We call it dream. It's not dream. It's reality. You will operate for 9, 7, 8 hours. Straight on. You will wake up. You will see that your mouth is smelling. Your mouth is decaying. Why are they decaying? Are you not alive? I thought that you are alive. But your mouth was decayed. You will rush to the toilet. You will pee. You will wash your mouth. Your eyes have gummed. A lot of things have coming out. You have to wash your face, clean up again, and start afresh again. You have 2 ways. You don't need to be afraid of death. Because there is life after we leave this body that does decay. And you will now turn over to the mortal side that you don't die. God have given us everything. But we, because we are using only, let's say, 7% of our entire brain, it keeps on holding us back. Until we come together and sat down, allow those people that have been using maybe up to 9% of their brain to lead you. Tell you how to be free. Not use it against your own people to enslave them. Should Nigeria be crying today? This 2019, I don't think that Nigerians should be crying today. I think that by this 2019, I thought before that Nigeria will be living like Western world because of everything that we have. Technologies are coming out every day. Nigeria never embraced anyone. I can recall the time that solar system we are talk of the town. Europeans we are facing 2008 economic crisis. We are hammering Europe. Did Africa try to use what they have to buy some technologies? No. They believe that whenever we need it, we can use money and buy it. Why can't we start manufacturing? Why can't we do things for our people? Common road, we can't build roads. Electricity light never comes on. Why should we vote president? Why are you there? Why is president in power? Ask yourself, why do we get president? They keep on fighting every day. Ask yourself, do the president has any impact in your life? What do you gain by having a president, a governor? Nothing. He doesn't, no good road, no road. I won't use word good road. No road, no electricity, nothing. The federal government failed to give you power. You go and buy generator. They fail to give you good pump water. You build borehole. Now they are failing to give you security. They are failing to give you all the normal necessity that a human being need. As a human, what do? You are now fighting Catherine. You are the president of yourself. You are the president of your own nation. Why should we have senators? Why should we have House of Rep? They are not there for you. They will tell you one Nigeria. Igbos will leave the eastern part and come to Lagos, build mansions, develop themselves. You will see that a politician will now trigger problems. Either the state government will use bulldozer and destroy the properties of its own citizens, only that they are from the other part of the nation, but they are the same citizens. They will destroy they first of all, they do go one by one, know the people that has the largest property there. And it's Igbos. They will just destroy everything without looking back. No compensation. It's no man's business. But when somebody buys a land, it's the same state government that gives you documents that tell you that land belongs to you. And when you want to develop that land, you still go to that state government. They will authorize you, even give you the type of building you will build on that place. After you invested building those places, they will now start telling you they want to use that place. Do you want to tell me that the state government realize that they will use that place today? Everything has plan. Either they have planned this is 50 years, but they will use it today to steal people's money and use bulldozer people's property. Destroy everything that somebody's built, maybe the entire life. They will just destroy it all of a sudden. And what are they going to do? After bulldozering everything, they will just put 3 blocks and leave it there. Leave it there. Are you one Nigeria? Why should you be one Nigeria? Why did Nigeria fight at the beginning to bring Biafra back to the nation? Why do you block Biafra not to leave? Tell me one reason. Why should Igbos be there? Because of oil? Oh, but oil there not. Oil there Lagos. Gas there every part of Nigeria. You only bring them just to destroy, Northerners are feeding from the Igbos. Yorubas are feeding, all of them are feeding from the same people. But you hate them. You don't want to see them. They are your people.
You will see people making videos, kill Igbos in Lagos, deport them, destroy them, do this. But you are living in somebody's country. You are living in a strange land. You haven't packed your load and moved back to your own mother's village. No, you will be sitting down where somebody have. In Europe, do you know how many lives that have been lost for us to be able to have internet today? Talk less of where we'll be throwing words without using our brains. Instigating problems back home while living in a peaceful area. They will break up, you will just wake up and go to your work and come back. But you are putting fire back home for people to kill each other. Are you different from the same government that is killing them? Operation Copra Dance. Look at election. Military carry gun. If you go to River State, it's as if we're in Liberia. You will be hearing a presidential election. If you see election in this Western world, it's like person die. Everywhere is quiet. Nigeria is war. Military will be carrying ballot box. What do you want carry ballot box do? Your salary is not even enough. The government you are fighting for doesn't even care about you. You are living on the street begging for 2 naira, killing people, fooling your fingers and hands in blood. Your family that you are feeding with this criminal money, all of them are useless. Rolling back on the street, and all of them are. Look at the militaries and police. They never produce anything useful to the system. Because when you use criminal something to feed your family, everybody one boy said that they go out useless and come back useless. Or they go out hopeless and come back hopeless. That's the thing. The earlier that we start loving each other, working as one, seeing ourselves as one people, is far better for us. And we should see that everything that the pastors are talking on the street, use microscope, look into that word, is typical lie. The whole world the politicians are talking, use microscope, look into it, is lie. The only person that can tell you the truth is yourself. Any other 10 person around is there for your wallet. That's all I have for you, my people. God bless you. Remain blessed. Happy weekend. And lesser church and more active in terms of self-determination. It's the only way out. The whole Nigeria is now turning to church street. Church state. What? Nothing. The same thing that is happening. The military is colonizing the people. Government is colonizing. Churches are now colonizing too. Everybody is colonizing each other. Tomorrow, Papa will colonize the children. The children will colonize their whatever again. You know? That's all. My people, wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Love one another. Be your brother's keeper. That's all I have for you. If you have any other thing, you may put it on comment so that tomorrow I may do it more better. Nobody's perfect. You know? People are asking for my number. This is my WhatsApp number. Whenever you feel like, you can write me on WhatsApp. You can call in through my Skype, Middle African Television. Your view. If there is something to correct, we may correct it. You know, just subscribe, like, share, and I have another thing. I have another website that I was developing. I'm still developing the website. I'm not yet finished. Maybe I may show you people the site. Let me see if I may. Let me see if I will be able to show you the site so that you may visit the site. You know, if you have the time, it's not yet finished. Still in the making. Register, look around. If you know that you can be able to contribute anything, you know, you do it. You know, be part of it. Facebook is tracking our private data every day. And we never mind. but this one is private, and it's like a community site. Just let's go there, have our, just spend small time, you know. Here's the site. The name is Azumayo, AZUMAYO.com, azumayo.com. You know, you can upload audio, you can upload videos, you know, you can write, you can make friends, you can, you know, normal interacting site, you know, well secured, you know. Just visit it, look around, create your account, upload your profile picture, cover page, write about yourself, fill out the necessary forms, make friends. If you are a government worker, if you are a hand worker, you can also go to the skill, put your skill and everything, so that people will know. The site is still in the making. Maybe in time to come, there will be more functions that will make people happy. So just doing it for the people. Is free of charge, it's open, you know. That's the thing I normally do if I'm less busy, you know, to keep myself busy. So that's it. God bless you. Remain blessed. Subscribe to the channel, be part of it, and bye bye for now.